After Tesla being involved in almost everyone around the world, what do you think? Where will Tesla further go? The next thing Tesla has for you is the Uber. Yes, you heard it right. Watch this video till the end to see how it is going to happen. Is Tesla going to take over Uber? Watch this video till the end to know about it in detail. So watch the video till the end. Hey everyone, and welcome to Tesla News, where we bring you the newest and best updates about Tesla and Elon Musk. For daily videos, please consider subscribing to our channel. Uber is buying 50,000 Tesla cars to lend to its drivers as part of a larger strategy to electrify its fleet in the United States by 2030. The ride-hailing startup is collaborating with Hertz, which stated yesterday that it has placed an order for 100,000 Teslas. The decision comes as car firms and transit providers throughout the world face regulatory pressure to phase out gas-powered vehicles in favor of zero-emission vehicles. California, the country's largest auto market, has mandated that ride-hailing companies such as Uber and Lyft have 90% of their fleets be electric by 2030. Uber has historically provided discounts on car rentals to non-owned vehicle drivers, with Uber and Hertz collaborating on such a program since 2016. However, until recently, they have never worked together to rent out a single vehicle to drivers. Uber drivers in Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. may rent a Tesla Model 3 from Hertz for $334 per week, including maintenance and insurance starting November 1st. Uber claims that once the service is up and running, the weekly pricing would drop to $299 or less. In the next weeks, the program will be rolled out across the country, with the objective of having all 50,000 Teslas on Uber's network by 2023. With a weekly charge of $334, it may be difficult to entice drivers to join the program. But Uber is convinced that drivers will see the value in fuel savings and reduced maintenance. Additionally, drivers who pick up passengers in hybrid or electric vehicles receive an additional 50 cents every ride, with drivers using solely battery electric vehicles receiving an additional $1, for a total of $1.50 per ride. According to Autos.com, the average weekly cost for a Hertz rental car ranges from $150 to $325. To rent a Tesla at first, drivers must have at least 4.7-star rating and have completed at least 150 trips. Drivers will have access to Tesla's supercharger network, as well as discounts at participating EVgo charging stations when it comes to recharging. Uber announced last year that it would go 100% electric in the United States, Canada, and Europe by 2030, and by 2040 for the rest of the world. The business also said that it would spend $800 million to help hundreds of thousands of drivers in the United States, Canada, and Europe transition to battery EVs by 2025. Though a representative wouldn't provide financial details of the contract with Hertz. Uber's past when it comes to automobile rentals and leasing isn't exactly rosy. After drivers complained about building up debt to pay high rates, the business stopped down a subprime auto loan program. This new scheme, according to Uber, is intended to appeal to drivers who rent, not to encourage drivers to switch from owning to renting. When compared to individual car ownership, ride-hailing was originally marketed to the general public as a more environmentally responsible mode of transportation. It turned out, however, that the contrary was true. According to numerous studies, the average ride-hailing journey emits around 50% more pollution than a traditional automobile trip. Worse, in big cities, more than half of all ride-hailing trips are taken by people who would have otherwise taken a cleaner mode of transportation to their destination. TechCrunch also explained the Tesla and Uber relation and said, "It's now clear why Hertz is buying so many Tesla cars. The company is making up to 50,000 Tesla EVs available for rent solely to Uber ride-sharing drivers in the United States starting on November 1st. Workers in Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. will have the option of paying $334 per week, eventually dropping to $299 or lower, for a package that includes a Model 3, insurance, and maintenance. To be eligible, drivers must have at least 4.7-star rating and 150 trips. In the following weeks, the program will be expanded across the country. The Hertz agreement, according to the corporation, is good for the environment as well as the drivers' wallets. Uber claims that it will reduce vehicle emissions and introduce many people to electric vehicles for the first time. However, it has the potential to reduce some operating costs. After all, drivers won't have to pay for gas, and Uber has incentive schemes that give EV drivers additional money every trip, up to $1.50 if it's an Uber Green Ride. Uber has enormous incentives to switch to electric vehicles. They might help the corporation achieve its objective of zero emissions by 2040, as well as addressing concerns that ride-sharing contributes to increasing CO2 emissions. With eco-friendly cars wandering the streets, the company could improve its image. 50,000 cars is a substantial piece of Tesla's output, and possibly one of the largest single customer EV purchases to date. It's a big thing both for reducing car-based emissions and for EV adoption. Vox.com, discussing the topic, said the vehicles it rents to Uber will be available on all tiers of rides, including the budget-friendly UberX service. While Uber drivers with Teslas will be also eligible to list their vehicles on the platform's higher-end Uber Comfort Ride and environmentally focused Uber Green service levels, there won't be a dedicated way for an Uber customer to book a ride in a Tesla. The success of Uber's new partnership with Hertz hinges on its ability to persuade drivers to join the rental program. Uber drivers may already rent other cars through Hertz, which boasts a weekly rental-based pricing of $214 per week, excluding fees. While renting a Tesla would be more expensive, Uber has stated that the price will gradually drop from $334 per week to $299 to even lower. Uber is also giving Tesla drivers an extra dollar each trip, up to $4,000 per year, as well as discounts at EVgo electric vehicle charging stations. Gad Allen, an operations, information, and decisions professor at Wharton, said, "It's clear EVs and self-driving cars are the future of the automotive industry, and Uber wants to have a front seat to their impact on large-scale mobility." It added, "This collaboration allows them to begin and envision the future of their model." Even yet, there are several limitations to this strategy, because just about 10% of Uber drivers rent their cars. The Hertz contract has little impact on the vast majority of drivers. The corporation also has a shaky track record when it comes to providing vehicles to drivers. Uber's Exchange leasing company, which provided automobiles to drivers who couldn't secure other financing, was shut down in 2017 because it was losing too much money. Exchange leasing has also been chastised for binding drivers to unfair financial contracts. Some believe that Uber's latest rental partnership will make things worse for drivers. Whether they are renting Teslas or Toyotas, drivers that Uber traps with car rental schemes will still get caught in cycles of unending debt. A representative for the advocacy group Gig Workers Rising told Recode. Even if Hertz and Uber succeed in cashing in on their wages, Tesla will be the firm with the most reason to rejoice. Hertz said on Wednesday that if the Uber Corporation succeeds, the company plans to expand the program to 150,000 cars over the following 3 years, which would necessitate the purchase of at least 50,000 additional Model 3s. Of course, this is fantastic news for Tesla. According to Bloomberg, just around 1% of ride-hailing vehicles in the United States are electric now. Even though electric vehicles account for less than 5% of annual sales, the auto industry is in the midst of a tremendous transformation to them. Uber isn't the only ride-hailing service to use Tesla vehicles. Reveal, a mopped rental firm, launched its own Uber-style ride-hailing service in New York City earlier this year, using 50 brilliant blue Tesla Model Y vehicles. So this was all for today related to the Uber and Tesla. Watch our other videos on the channel to see more related to the Tesla updates. If you want to know more, then stay tuned with us for our upcoming videos, because they are surely going to be a big blast. After watching our video, what do you think? If this thing is really going to make an impact on the Tesla or the Uber? Add your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, like, subscribe, and share our channel, and stay with us till our next video. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. On the left, we got a video talking about the Tesla Model X 2022. And the video on the right is about 10 things we like about Tesla Model 3.